Thanks, and we'll make your hips not lie. Nope, that's not. Nope, that's.
You were
nope,
I was like, Shakira?
Nope, it didn't come out the way I meant it to.
And that's wait, and this is.
Thanks.
Wow. Oh.
My hips don't lie. My hips don't lie. Thanks, and we won't. Thanks, and we won't lie to you with our hips. No. Thanks, and we'll make your hips lie. Thanks. And we'll make you feel something in your hips.
Oh, that's a good one.
No, it's not.
And this is Gaytriarchs. So remember how my something great last episode was the Groundhog musical?
I hope all of our listener out there went down a serious rabbit hole, because I know I did, because I didn't know about it. That was highly entertaining.
It's good, right? So now, I don't know if you've seen this, but now, not only have there been multiple singers doing multiple parts, but now somebody added a full orchestration to this thing. Somebody got on their MIDI controller and created like strings and trumpets. And like, it is this full fucking musical. And I saw some people doing like non-singing talent where they were like ensemble member in the background. I was just like, this app is so full of smart and funny people.
Yes. Oh, it's the best of times and it's the worst of times.
But it couldn't be better said. Anyway, so for those of you who are following the Groundhog musical, it's amazing. And now there are full orchestrations to it.
And we can't wait for the original writer. What's his name again?
Oh, fuck. Oliver Richmond, I think? Oliver
that sounds
something.
right.
Yeah.
We can't wait to have Oliver on as a guest.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Fantastic.
That's Oliver, a really good idea. I don't know if he's gay or a dad, but who cares, right? This is our show. We can do whatever we want.
We see no limitations. We embrace all here.
So let's talk about limitations a little bit, because I have been experiencing something this week that you have already experienced, and it's new for me, which is a lot of parenting for me when it comes to limiting my kids, right? Access to the fridge, don't go outside, whatever like the physical limitations are that you keeping the knives out of their way or whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm finding that my son, who's 4.5 now, is now, I can't physically restrain him in the way I used to. And I don't mean like I can't beat him up. I could for sure beat this fucker up. But I mean like he's tall enough without standing on a stool to reach on the countertop all the way to the back. I used to put like knives on the back or cookies or whatever I don't want him to touch. He is so capable. I'm watching him grab chairs from the dining room and bring it and unlocking things. And so I don't know what to do now that I can't physically restrain my children anymore, other than I just have to rely on my negotiating skills, which are terrible. What do I do, Gavin?
That's I did not realize that's the turn that this was going to take, because I saw in our outline you talking about physical restraint, and I thought you meant literally holding him back, like if he's getting mad or angry or sad or something.
No.
Which I had a whole tirade to go on for that. This is a pivot I wasn't expecting. But in terms of hiding, keeping stuff out of reach and restraining their physical reach. Oh boy. I mean, I don't know.
Their reach and their access too. Like my front door has like a lock that's hard to turn, and it's been locked whenever I don't want them to leave. And now he can unlock it. So I have to rely on either being around him 24/7 or him knowing you can't go out front without a parent.
And figuring out those trust issues and knowing that they have their limits and they self-impose them and they're not going to go out without asking. Oh, you are out on a raft with that one.
What do I do?
I mean, I got to say, I've never had a runner. Neither of my kids has ever tried to sneak out. Oh, hold on. We did have but this is completely different. As a 10-year-old, we had a sleepover a couple of weeks ago, and my partner got up in the middle of the night, as one does, walking in the bathroom or something, saw flashlights outside the house at 2:30 in the morning. And we hit the roof. And then we're like, I don't know. I mean, they weren't going to do anything.
Wait, was it your kids outside with flashlights?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You didn't finish the story. I was like, where's the SWAT team? What the fuck is happening at your house?
No, it was my son and his friend, and they just decided we couldn't sleep. So they went outside to play flashlight tag. Now, admittedly, we live on a dirt road. How many times do I have to say that? We do admittedly live near a huge body of water, but I'm not worried about that anymore. So it was like, it's not that big a deal. Now, if my 2-year-old, I know somebody, dear friend, hopefully a longtime listener, hi Paul, whose son sleepwalks.
Mm.
They got a call in the middle of the night. He ignored his phone, because he's like, who knows what it is. And then their landline rang, which is something that would wake you up in 2024. It was their kid in a panic calling from outside on the streets of New York City, calling from somebody's iPad. I don't know. I don't know how to unpack that part, but somebody at 1 or 2 in the morning was like, little boy, why are you outside on 86th Street barefoot? Because he sleepwalked out of the house, out of the building, took the elevator.
Wow.
Didn't realize it until the door clicked shut, and he panicked, realizing he couldn't get back into the house.
Wait. West 86 or East 86?
East.
Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. He could have died. Wow. That's terrifying.
And so now they have an alarm on their door in case somebody opens it from the inside, not to keep people out, but to keep the children in.
Wow.
Yeah, bonkers, huh? So, but I've never had that worry, and now I do, of course, thinking, oh great, one of my kids is going to sleepwalk out into a body of water behind
or murder you, like go to the kitchen and grab a knife.
Right.
And
keeping those knives out of the way, I don't know. These are not things that keep me up at night. I have so many other things I need to worry about, like, democracy and gratitude.
Jesus.
Well, to make you feel even more paranoid about the world, I've got some bad news and some good news, and then some bad news from the world of, the gay world, all right? So I know that you don't believe in newspapers and news and whatnot. So luckily I'm here for you to be America's finest news source, right?
Wow. I am a news junkie, but continue.
Guess what? In Russia, they're now blaming their invasion of Ukraine on the gays.
Yay! We finally did something.
We are the cause of, Russia being able to justify its invasion and murder of, hundreds of thousands of Ukrainians because they needed to squelch any semblance of the gay agenda, even in Ukraine. So, you're welcome. It's our fault. As if Congress needed more reason to support these people, or more reasons to apparently not support them. Okay, thanks a lot. One side of the aisle. But
I've said this before, and I'll say it again. There are 2 items on the gay agenda: cruising and brunch. It is not about invading Ukraine at all. Come on, people.
And it is not about recruiting people to be gay either, because we're fine with our population.
We're good. We got enough gays. We want no more gays. We've reached our quota.
We're canceling any more gays.
Yep, no more gays.
Well, on the good news, I will say, guess what? I have some good news from Florida.
No such thing.
Where apparently there were some bills outlawing the removal of any monuments. So, of course, like monuments to Confederate Wars heroes and whatnot. That bill has already died in their state house. And I would say, even more importantly, some bullshit bill that was going to ban flying of any kind of flags that would be offensive to anybody un-American in any location, probably. Luckily, that has died a very good death for this year anyway. So that's good. Hopefully, you can raise your pride flags as high as you want to across the entire state, luckily, until next year.
This is the same feeling I get when you were talking about the Vatican, where you're like, oh, but this is good news. I'm like, yeah, but like we're looking at it from the point of view of being at the bottom of the dumpster, and you see like a half-eaten bowl of Chipotle. Yeah, that's good news, but you're at the bottom of a dumpster.
Yeah,
like, do you know what I mean? The person above the dumpster who's eating fresh Chipotle is looking down on you like, what the fuck are you happy about?
Dumpster on
yes,
fire,
I hear you.
Sure.
It's good for people of Florida. But, oh, man, it's hard for me to get excited about Florida. For those of you who don't know, I grew up in Florida. So, anyway. But you know what is good?
Tell me.
Our top 3 list.
Oh!
Gaytriarchs top 3 list. 3, 2, 1.
And what is that top 3 list? Let me remind you. That top 3 list is, I want to hear about your 3 favorite moments in gay history.
Mm-hmm.
So,
or herstory.
Or herstory. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. That's good. Do that too. So I'm going to say, now I know that this is a huge topic, and my top 3s are always kind of like, what comes to mind first? All right. Just what comes to mind first. And I'm going to tell you that my number 3 favorite moment in gay history, He-Man. Period. Just He-Man. There you go. Number 2, the Greg Louganis story.
Oh.
I watched Greg Louganis hit his head in live time. When was that, Barcelona Olympics or was it LA? Anyway, I remember seeing it live and thinking, oh, that poor man, and feeling a little something for that guy. I don't know if it was anything down below or just like feeling a brotherhood there, but there was a brotherhood there. And as you know, as he came out later, he wasn't out then, but as he came out, I don't know, there was just a little sense of like, this is a gay icon that I have tracked along in my life. So he's one of my favorite moments in gay history. And then number one, honestly, learning so much from Harvey Milk when he made his rallying cry to gay people in San Francisco to say, you have got to come out for the benefit of all. You've got to come out of the closet. You've got to let families and friends know that they know somebody. So that specific episode of Harvey Milk's rallying cries is what comes to mind right now as my favorite moment in gay history. What about you?
Well, as we expected, yours was very serious and like good for the people, and mine is silly and stupid. And,
I mean, come on, He-Man. I started with that.
That's true. You did start with He-Man.
Please tell me your superficial and trite favorite moments of gay history.
All right, and number 3 was when Chris Evans released his dick pic in 2020. For those of you who don't know, Chris Evans was doing like what's that heads up game where you have like your phone or whatever, and there was a video of him doing it, and when he like phone came down, it reverted to his last screen, which was his camera roll, and people stopped the video, and you could see in one of the grid was his cock, and it was all the fucking gay news of 2020. Listen, this was COVID, right? So everybody needed his dick. Everyone needed that dick to just bring us out of this hole we were living in. So I very much appreciated Chris Evans' dick pic. And what I love about him so much is not only was it a big gay moment in history, but also the next day he tweeted, I was off social media for the day yesterday. What did I miss? I so appreciate somebody who just fully embraces like, yep I have a dick pic out there. So number 3, Chris Evans. Number 2, 2013, when Beyonce released her secret album in the middle of the night.
I was there.
You remember that?
Yes, absolutely. I was there.
Nobody can keep secrets anymore. And somehow
she sure
this
can.
bitch made her 5th album, her whole fucking album in secret, and released it in the middle of the night with not a single fucking peep.
Even with videos, right? Like
it was start to finish, one giant piece. Every single thing had a fully realized music video.
Yep.
Oh, that was huge.
That was iconic for sure.
Okay, and number 1 for me, the most iconic moment in gay history. This is for the olds, so for the young people, skip ahead 30 seconds. 1998, real world Seattle.
Okay.
When Steven ran to the taxi as Irene was leaving and slapped her in the face. Do you remember this?
No.
So there was a character named Steven on the show and this girl named Irene. And Irene was leaving because she was having medical problems. But Steven and Irene fucking hated each other. But Steven was so obviously gay, but very much saying he's straight. And he would make homophobic comments like all the time. It was like he's a fucking asshole. And at the very end, when she was walking out the door, she was like, said something about like, you're gay and whatever. And she walked out of the house. Steven ran after her, opened the cab door and slapped the bitch in the face. It was fucking monumental the way people talked about this. But here's the tea. That motherfucker came out as gay years later.
Oh,
she was right. Irene, you were right. So
I hope she feels real vindication over that.
Yeah. So that was my top 3 moments of gay history.
And what will be our next top 3 list for next week?
So next week comes from our listener. So Daniel DM'd us on Instagram saying some very nice things. And he also had a suggestion for a top 3 list. So I said, Daniel, you got it. So Daniel and his partner are going into surrogacy, and he wanted us to do the top 3 things that you worried about during surrogacy. Mm-hmm. That ended up not being a big fucking deal.
Great. Love it. Thank you, Daniel.
So you guys are our first repeat guests.
First ever.
Oh my God. I feel so honored.
And so in celebration of that, normally I write this like intro and describing you, and we have all these prep things. I was like, let's go into this because you're like in the Gaytriarchs family now. Let's just like jump in and just be like, hey girl, welcome. Let's have a chat. So this is James and Will, and you guys are our military dads from episode what? 150,000 episodes ago. What
Well,
episode was
I
that?
mean, yes, we're proud to say we are now at episode 53.
Wow.
Yeah, you guys.
And you guys were episode. Hold on, I have it right. 15. All right.
15.
I was gonna say 16.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes.
It was our quinceañera episode.
Yeah, we weren't even legal back then.
You are not
You were
even
not.
legal. Yet we had you on.
Now you are big girls with your own babies, and you have to be both legal and responsible.
Big girls with your own big girls. So for those of you who weren't listening at episode 15, you guys, you're our military dads. You guys are actually one of our highest rated episodes and most downloaded.
And in fact, why were you so downloadable? Can you guys actually give us the quick and dirty for why we had you on?
Yeah.
What's just your background, how you ended up in Brazil, how you met? Just give us the quick and dirty there, especially the dirty.
Yeah.
It's probably because we were pregnant with twins and potentially with a third that was going to be born like 5 months later. So,
right.
Unfortunately, we had a miscarriage there, but the twins have been a handful. So
Yeah.
We are definitely going to get into that handful. But a little quick reminder also for those who weren't listening back in episode 15, but obviously they're going to go back and listen now. How did you meet, and how did you end up in Brazil?
We met on Adam for Adam, which was the grinder beta test.
Love it.
Basically,
It's basically smoke signals back then. It was just basically like
it's like, oh, he's got some locked photos, and but so we met on that, and it was like actually pretty PG. Just met up, or messaged each other like, hey, there's a block party going on. It was New Year's Eve, so let's go to the block party. We met there. And,
all right.
we were both in the military back then. And
that was the simplified version anyway.
Simplified version.
That's okay.
Episode 15 has the full story.
I was about to say, those of you out there who want to hear the full disgusting story, full with all the details, please go back and listen. But you guys were both in the military. This is post Don't Ask, Don't Tell. Yes. You guys met online. You had a you New Year's Eve romp, which I love the story behind that. Please go back to listen to that story. It's really funny. And then you guys moved to Brazil. Why?
What?
Why not?
No. I mean, like the brief is just that it's the easiest thing for us to do. We both have like small pensions from, having been in the U.S. military and getting like very partial retirements that don't really do much for us in the U.S. But here in Brazil, with a 5-to-1 ratio exchange rate, it's a living relatively comfortably. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. Really. So that's the main reason. But
so you guys are rich, basically, and so as rich gays, the rich gay housewives
living here
of Rio.
I mean, the barking dogs in the background really sell that image for me.
Well, we got to keep the pores out.
Yeah,
wow.
You gotta, absolutely. Yeah, those are your poor keeping dogs. Yeah.
But I mean, you are definitely live another lifestyle there for sure. And I would imagine, okay, I want to hear all about how the neighbors are reacting, but please tell us, what's it like? Welcome, daddies.
Welcome, daddies. Wait, really quick context from before when we recorded your episode, you were going to have twins soon. So you were pre-parents. You guys were not parents yet. I remember pre-interviewing you guys in Wisconsin when I was working in Wisconsin, and you guys were like, yeah, we're going to have these twins. I don't know what's going to happen. And then before your episode aired, the girls had been born. So I added that little thing in. But now you guys are parents, and you look wonderful. What's going on? How is it?
Yeah, I mean, we've been parents
gained some weight.
Yeah, 9 months now. So they've officially been with us longer than they were,
in the womb.
In the womb. So.
Yep.
And you had twin girls, right?
Twin girls.
Yep, twin girls.
Via gestational surrogacy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And sorry, what are the names again?
Catherine and Talia.
Catherine and Talia. And so, what's it like being dads?
So you're probably gonna hate us, but I think we have the easiest babies ever.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah,
I mean,
my first one was a totally easy baby. The second one, not so much.
Look, okay, there are definitely some things that are easy. Yes, like they're both super chill. Like they don't really cry much. Catherine cries when she's hungry. That's it. Like she does not cry at all. Like for other things, she tries to communicate to us, but not crying. And Talia just doesn't cry. But like, I would not say easy. Like the first 6 months were absolutely very difficult.
It's the worst.
On whole, like comparatively speaking, they've been chill babies.
Yeah, I mean, but like that's the thing is like there's the part that is them, right? That they're chill or they don't cry a lot, and then there's the parenting part, which is just the same all around, which is like those first 3 months are fucking awful. Period. Whether you have a good baby or a bad baby.
Yeah. I would stay up until like 3 a.m. until I couldn't keep my eyes open anymore just to.
Well, I don't know if you guys knew that Talia was in the NICU for 46 days, and she has hypotonia. Time. Yeah, it's a long time, and she has hypotonia. So
remind us what that is.
It's just low muscle tone, and normally it's something that's associated with like it comes from something else. Like oftentimes it's like a syndrome of some sort, or like cerebral palsy or something. But sometimes it's just alone, and we've done all the tests that we can, and it seems like that's all it is. But she couldn't suckle originally. Like I had to help her be able to suckle and swallow. And like, it would take 2 hours to feed her a 2-ounce bottle at the beginning.
Oh my gosh.
And then you feed the other one. And by then it's time to feed her again. Like, it's just we had shifts. It was difficult.
And in helping her actually suckle, then, does that mean that, was it super frustrating for her too? Or was it her normal? Like, would she cry because she was so hungry and trying so hard? Or was it okay?
She still hasn't cried. So like,
she's cried when she got her vaccinations.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. That was so painful.
Is it because she's an anti-vaxxer, pro-Trumper?
Yes.
She's like, I don't want these Elon Musk chips in my body.
Yeah.
She looks great in a red hat.
No 5G.
Well, then also take us back. What has been the biggest surprise that you just didn't expect about parenting?
So the biggest surprise for me is that I could still find, this little goblin like cute as it's actively shitting on me.
I was gonna say poop too. There's so much.
So much.
Yeah.
Even after you've seen videos and pictures, there's just it's unending.
Yeah, like you clean it up and then you it's like you're still cute, and that I would never think a guy that I brought home is cute after he shit on me.
Yeah. Yet there you are with Will. I mean, literally, dreams do come true.
Wait, what did you try to say?
But isn't it amazing how like things that like shit or vomit or whatever that you're like, oh God, this is gonna be awful, can just now not become a thing. Like I can literally be scooping, diarrhea out of a vagina, and I just don't even think about it. I'm just like, great, let's move on.
Speaking of vaginas, I remember you trying to like encourage me about how it's just going to be okay. And it's like, you're going to get through this. And like, honestly, that was surprising. Even with all of your like comfort and reassurance, I still got to the point and I was like, all right, here you go. It's done. And just, it was nothing. I was fine. Everything was fine. And I was kind of surprised by that.
I brought it up, and I'm glad you're bringing it up now, because I do think this is a very, very, very common thing for us gay dads who are about to have a daughter to either secretly or publicly be slightly nervous about. And I even recently, at one of my daughter's pediatrician appointments, I had to be like, I feel a little weird asking this, but I'm not sure if I'm cleaning her enough and how far in I should go. And I was like, it was great as a baby, but now she's getting older. I was like, and so we had a great pediatrician who was like, all right, here's how I do it. She like showed me her hand. She's like, this is how far, and like all that stuff. But it's true. Like then you clean a couple of vaginas and then you're like, good to go, people. Here we go. No longer afraid of it. But it is a common fear of the gays.
So then, speaking of fears, then also, I'm curious, was there other bullshit advice that David fed you guys 9 months ago?
Bullshit advice. Fuck you.
Look, I'm not going to necessarily say that David was the one that said this, because I can't remember for sure.
I'm sure it was David. Him. It was him. It was David. About time going fast.
No, that was Gavin.
Well, time going. The days are long and the years are short, or what?
Yeah, well, the days are incredibly long, were incredibly long. like, yeah, it's getting better now. Like, things are going faster now, but like at the beginning, that was not good advice from anybody that said it. Like, and it's not like just you, but it was, or whoever said it, but everybody, like all my friends are like, oh, it just goes so fast. You wake up the next day and they're like 49,000 years old. And I'm like, no, I wake up the next day and they're like 2 days old. Like,
yeah, the days are long and the years are short. And when you look back on it, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I already have a 9-month-old. But man, you think you have exhausted all of your patience. You have been as creative as you possibly can. You have been stimulating your child for what feels like hours, and you realize, oh my God, it's only 7:18 in the morning, and I still have 12 more hours to go. And when will this fucking monster go to sleep so I can go watch TV again?
Yeah.
I watched a TikTok that was talking about it's a lot of things like you're saying, Will, about like, oh my God, I'm gonna, you'll miss it, and oh my God, it goes by in a flash, and they're 20, and from our perspective, my youngest is 2, but still, I think you don't remember this the way you think you do. Yeah. You are remembering 3 or 4 moments per year that you liked, where they hugged you or you had a birthday or whatever. You are not remembering that feeling of the slog of the day to day where you just feel so guilty that you're just staring at the clock. But it only happens when you're a little further ahead and you have 5-10 years. Because right now, I was actually going to talk about this next episode, but I was watching one of these videos and I went to Costco because I go to Costco. And there was a woman there with a 1-year-old. Mom. I know, I'm a responsible mom. With her 1-year-old or whatever. And I just looked at the baby and I was like, oh my God, I miss that size baby. Yeah. And I was like, I have a 2-year-old. But even that distance from 1 to 2 is monumental. Yeah. And I could never have seen it at 9 months. So there's no way I would ever shame previous David, because there's no way previous David could have possibly done what older David wants. And now older Gavin, I mean, Gavin is so old, but like Gavin with a 12-year-old is saying the same things about 4-year-olds. Yeah. And it's impossible to see that way until you've done it. No.
I spent my entire morning volunteering in my kid's 5th grade classroom, and the first graders walked by, and I just went, oh, because they're so teensy compared to 5th graders. So you wait, just you wait. Are there other surprises that have just caught you by off guard over the last 9 months? I mean, I know it's endless, but what else has surprised you?
So surprises. I'm fairly surprised, and this is just the culture here. I'm surprised at like how just cool people are with, a couple of dads with a couple of daughters.
Yeah, that's actually been really surprising.
Are you talking about because you're gay dads?
Yes, you're right. Because like in a culture where it's pretty normal for children to come off their mother's hips sometime right before marriage.
It's true.
There's not a lot of people asking, coming up and asking, oh, where's her mother, or where's their mother? Yeah, so it's actually pretty refreshing,
Yeah,
I mean, I think having kids could be a great equalizer in a way. We're all parents kind of a deal. Yeah, but that is surprising for me, who's somebody doesn't live in Brazil, that you haven't run up against a little where's the mom.
Right, yeah.
And it's more like our area, because we do actually live in a pretty poor neighborhood, and like it's more that kind of mentality where it's like, oh, gays, I don't know, like that's what's more surprising. Like if we lived in a big city like São Paulo or something like that, I wouldn't even expect that. But here, I think we did expect it, and it's been nice, like James has said, to not have that. Like people are just like, oh, baby, and they're just happy.
I mean, I live in New York City, and whenever I see a gay, I'm like, ugh, no.
So tiring.
Yeah, it's exhausting.
No, I'm fairly certain that our cleaning lady also runs one of the local gangs and is
So you need to tell me everything. Go.
She's our cleaning lady. She's our nanny. She's one of the girls' godmothers, because we didn't even understand how godmothering worked. So we just like picked 2 different ladies for both of them. Anyway.
Well, and you already had a good enough relationship with her that you were like, hey, we're the gays who have kids, and will you be our godmother?
Yeah, yes. she's been with us for years.
Yeah,
that's great.
She's been with us since we.
But wait, like drug cartel, please.
Yeah, we do.
What's going on here?
Yeah,
no, I mean probably not a drug cartel.
No.
But I mean, she seems to know everything that goes on everywhere at all times.
She really does. She knows.
She's like the
she
neighborhood
knows
watch.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I should say this.
Say it. Say it. We have 8 listeners, and you mentioned 2 of them. Go ahead.
Okay. Look, listen. So she's told me about lots of her past like jobs, you know, with other people that she's cleaned for. And there's this like lady that's from, I think, Germany or something like that.
Yeah, the drug runner.
Yeah. So look, so she's like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And like she wandered into this like basement room that they don't have basements in Brazil for one. But this house did, right? It's in this weird, like enclosed condominium thing. And she wandered into the basement and found like all sorts of like weird stuff, including weapons, and just like, please do not. Anyway,
Wow.
so she, you know, she did the smart thing and ignored it, blah, blah, blah. And like this lady has had her like put money into her account, like large sums of money. And she just over time, she's been telling me little bits. And I'm like starting to put things together. And I'm like, I think she might be a human trafficker. And I'm just like, and she's like, oh,
Hold on.
she's really good people. And I still talk to her. And I'm like, yeah, I'm glad you don't work for her anymore. Like, yeah,
Wow,
it's like.
Good thing you chose wisely for a godmother, because she will protect your babies with her life. So
She
that's
Exactly.
chooses, if she sees something, she says nothing.
She knows what to look for.
No. She loves, like yeah, anyway.
She's obsessed with the girl.
I mean,
So if you need to edit that, I don't know if that's kosher to say.
We love it.
No, we're keeping that. We're leading with that. That's
No,
going
we're
to be the
leading with
beginning
that.
of the interview.
Now, in this case, also as a nanny, then, or as much as she's part of your family, does she show one daughter more favor than the other?
Actually, not really.
Okay.
I don't think so.
She does. Okay, so look, James is anti-favoritism. Like,
Mhm.
Sure.
he doesn't believe that
He'll grow out of
anybody
that.
has favorites. But
He'll
it,
grow
like,
out of it.
my mom, the grandma, right? To me, it's obvious she favors Catherine. And our nanny, it seems pretty obvious to me that she favors Talia. So
Well,
that's just
she is a money launderer, so what can you trust with her?
And so has your family been down to like visit and take care of and stay for a couple of weeks, and you have like the full family on board, right?
Well, no, none of my family has been here yet. Just it's you know
It's
not-
hard.
It's hard to get to Brazil. You know,
Sure.
just for
we don't come from
money.
wealthy
Uh-huh.
backgrounds.
You guys are rich in Brazil, but in the United States.
Yeah,
so different story.
yeah,
and we never were. Like, we've always been. Yeah. So
we're rich enough in the States to afford a drug runner nanny.
ironically,
I like here in Brazil.
ironically, though, my brother is actually in town visiting from the U.S. So that is probably the first like from the U.S. visitor we've had.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But everybody's on board and excited to have the girls in the family.
Oh yeah.
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 But yeah, my siblings want to meet the girls more than they ever want to see me
Yes.
again,
Great.
and
Nice.
that's
It's true.
Yeah.
They're like in love. It's great. We love
That's
that.
wonderful.
That's sweet. So, what is your now that you guys are parents? Now you're officially parents, and you can say we're in the club.
Are we though?
What you listen. I have a
Pretty
42-year-old. I don't know if I actually feel like a dad yet,
Right?
and I still feel like I'm waiting for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's-
anyway,
Wow,
but now that
still?
you're
Oh, man.
yeah, I mean, I am, and he calls me dad, and I respond to that, and I see other parents, and I'm like, we're all parents, but I don't feel like I think about my parents like those are my parents. I feel like the guy who feeds them, you know, beef jerky
You
and
just
stuff, but like,
feed them, keep them alive.
yeah, but yeah, it's a big name. But what my question was going to be, what now that you're a parent of, you know, twin 9-month-old girls, what is your favorite part of parenting so far, and what is your absolute least favorite part of parenting so far?
I think my favorite part of parenting is probably everybody's favorite part of parenting. It's like where you know, it's 8:00 at night, you sneak into their room to check that they're still sleeping, and they're fucking out.
Ouch!
Like spread out, full spread eagle, arms out, hands open, just like they're not waking up for another 6 hours.
So that's your favorite part. One, because they're so beautiful, or two, because you think, oh, awesome. I can go do whatever I want for the next 6 hours.
It's a
Yes.
both. It's a both.
No,
Yes.
another favorite part is the lead up to it. It's where you're getting them all calm and cute, and, rocking them and cuddling them and things like that. Like, it's just it's nice bonding time.
Yeah.
That it's easy to do.
They're still, and remember, because even though they are 9 months, like they were born like basically 2 months early, so they're premature. And Talia is, I know this is not like an official term, but she's like more premature even.
Mhm.
And so like they haven't gotten to the point where they like give you like a hug and say hey, like they don't talk yet, right? Like, so a lot of those like cute moments that were like obviously like very like positively anxious for, like we're still waiting for those moments, but like it's still like absolutely adorable. Like when we go in there, like you said, sneaking in, and it's just like they're sound asleep, and it's just like so peaceful and beautiful, and to know that they're ours, that we're the ones in charge, and just like, I don't know, it's a really difficult experience. I think for me, my favorite thing is the growth, like the ability to do things beyond what I thought I was capable of doing. I'm not a confident person. I'm not decisive. Well, I wasn't. But when it comes to the girls, I am. Like, awesome. I remember at the NICU, Talia was having trouble suckling, and there was a team there. They like rotate shifts and stuff like that. And there was a team that wasn't very good. And they were like, "Oh no, she's not doing it. We're gonna have to put her back on the feeding tube." And I was like, no, you don't. She'll eat it. And they're like, no. And I'm like, give me the bottle. Give me her. I will feed her every last drop of this bottle. And who am I to say that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know that I can't guarantee that, but I did. And I fed her and she ate it and it was perfect. And that's one of the reasons we were able to get her out when we did. And that's just not like anything I would ever have done before that. And seeing that kind of like, I don't even know what you call that, but just it's incredible to know that can come from you.
Those tiger dad instincts definitely come through. And anybody who says gay men are not capable of being all aspects of a parent don't understand what parenting is about, because we do have those instincts, and you nailed it.
Will, I absolutely felt the same way you did, where I was surprised at how suddenly confident or brave I was in situations that I worried about. Whether maybe it's the protective instinct, the tiger dad, as Gavin said, whatever it is, like how suddenly I watched it with my husband. It was one of the biggest surprises, where my husband's a little more like, he doesn't love brand new things he doesn't understand. And when he was becoming a dad, I was a little like, oh, how is this going to go? And from the second they were born, he just so fearless about it, and it was pretty amazing to watch. Mm-hmm. And the other thing I was going to say is that, if I'm being totally honest and safe space, I loved my kids the second they were born, but it was like in my head a little bit. It was a little bit more like and then it just started to kind of travel down my body as they got older and older. And when they started recognizing me and giving me back, because I'm an egotistical maniac, I found my love. I found my love growing for them, widening in a way.
That's how I am too.
Yeah, and I was surprised, and I felt guilty about it, that like I loved them differently. It was just a growth of my love, but it was for sure when they started recognizing me when I walked in the room, or saying "dad," or hugging me back instead of me giving everything to them. So I totally get that.
Those months of sleep deprivation where you are just giving and giving and getting nothing in return is really, really rough. And I also had that thought of, I don't yet have the love of jumping in front of a bus for my baby sense. And I worried about that. And I don't remember how long that was, but then you quickly get over that, and you do feel I will jump in front of a bus eventually.
Yeah. I think you like at a certain point, you've sunk enough time into these children that, jumping in front of a bus feels, pretty natural.
Yeah.
All right. So now on to the worst parts.
Yeah. Worst parts.
Did you just pull out a big list? It looked like you were reaching over to pull out a scroll.
Yeah, right.
Like a long scroll that you're
it's like we came prepared.
Yeah.
Honestly, so, love all of the women in our lives.
Oh.
But the worst part is there are times when we have multiple women over, and they're all like, I'm trying to change my daughter's diaper, and I'm having two women talk over each other trying to tell me everything I'm doing wrong.
Yeah,
And it's
that's
like,
universal.
Can you please walk away? Like,
And I don't know if Gavin can speak to the 12 years of this. I can only speak up to 4 years because I had the oldest. My oldest is 4.
Yeah.
So far, it hasn't ended. It's just changed at each phase. Like, oh, well, this is the kind of kindergarten they should go. It hasn't changed. Gavin, does it change?
Actually, yeah. I don't feel like people give me advice anymore. They know. I mean, I've established
they made
myself
it to tweens. So
When did that stop?
Yeah.
No, it probably is when you finally get to school, though, and then you have the competition factor of like the one-upsmanship of saying, well, my kid started pre-algebra today and in their third day of kindergarten. But it's not so much advice giving or unsolicited advice; it's unsolicited competition.
Unsolicited competition. Yeah. Like,
I think I'm going to boast about how dumb my kids are. I'm going to be like, my 9-year-old still thinks Elmo's real.
Right.
Nice.
Okay, so what about you, Will? What's the worst part of parenting so far?
That part is pretty bad, but like, I think, the fear is still there. Like, just as much as I said, the confidence in the thing that I found in myself, that's like the biggest, like, surprise. This is like the fear, like, oh my gosh, like at any moment they could just, like, Catherine is starting to move a lot, and she's constantly there. Like, is she gonna fall? Is she gonna like learn how to jump all of a sudden and flip over the crib? Like the constant fear for them. Not like, I don't know how to explain it other than that. I guess that is probably like, I'm not like, same thing as before. I wasn't ever really a fearful person. Like, I would do very daring things and just not really care. Now it's like, I'm even worried, like when I go out, it's like, okay, I need to be sure that I'm safe driving because I don't want to hurt myself and not be able to care for my kids. And that is so weird. Like,
there's an instinct there realizing you have to be more responsible because you have to get that kid to her 18th birthday or whatever. So you become way more conservative and obsessed with I found myself often obsessed with my own mortality, thinking I cannot abandon my kid, so I have to be careful.
Here's the thing: if Gavin can do it, we can do it. Is what I'm saying.
Low bar, baby, low bar.
It's true. I just miss being like that adventurous, daring person. Like, I like doing all those crazy things.
You'll find it someday, or you'll just get old and not care anymore.
Yeah,
or you'll get old and die alone. So who knows? Who knows what'll happen?
Wow, that's reassuring.
Oh yeah.
On that note.
So the last thing I want to ask you is, what do you think the next year is going to be like? So we asked you prior to you becoming dads, we gave you a little quiz about what you would and wouldn't do with your kids, about iPads and chicken nuggets and stuff. I'm curious to what you think the next year will be.
All right, next year will be, well, they're coming up on a year old. We're looking more at solid foods, and they're both eating a bit of solid foods here and there, and just growing and expanding on what we have done and have to do, in regards to them. As for, keeping them stimulated, keeping them entertained and things like that, obviously you got to mix it up. We've experimented with Doja Cat. They love them. They love her.
All right.
They love Doja Cat. It's crazy. We'll put on something different and they just, nah. But Doja Cat, love.
You're trying to make those kids gay. I can see it. You're trying to make those kids queer. Yeah.
You and your gay agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we're doing.
But,
and do you and you are, I mean, you're, I don't know, do you consider yourself semi-retired or just like, or you're just dads all the time? Okay, right. So you're hands-on the entire time. Are you already counting the days to be like, can we get some daycare up in here?
Yes. Well, and so we're actually looking at it now, right? We're looking at all the different things about daycare and what's the benefits and what's the better ages and everything, just because like socialization is something we've already tried to like start doing, like meeting other people and babies and kids and things like that. But like, when do we, do that? Right. So I think that is something that's coming in the future. But like for me, I think our next year is going to be a lot of like, we haven't baby proofed yet.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah, because
So
it's
the
usually when they
immediate
start
future-
walking and then, yeah.
I'm a firm Darwinist.
You want to taste that bleach, baby? Go right on ahead.
I don't know about
Have
the
a little
electric
sip.
plugs and the electric standards in Brazil. No judgment, but keep those forks away from them. Speaking of socialization, do you have any kind of like a mommy club that you get together and sip Chardonnay and stare at your kids, or a daddy's club, or what is your?
I mean,
network
the daddy's club is just the bathhouse.
I was
Sure.
about to say, and the
But,
kids aren't allowed there yet. They got to be this
kids
told to
aren't
get
allowed
in
They
there.
have to be able to swim.
You can
Yeah.
you can sip Chardonnay there though.
Nice.
You should open a bathhouse with like an adjacent daycare for the dads who would like to still go to the bathhouse,
That's
but they want their kids in a
hilarious. I
safe
love it.
place.
I love it.
Guys, we are creating
That's an idea, man.
$1
You
million
can-
ideas.
yeah,
That's
that-
what I'm saying.
Dude, you got this.
Let's work on it. We'll work
Yeah,
on this
yeah,
off
right.
camera.
But do you have a network yet?
Not necessarily a network of fellow parents or anything like that. I mean, it's the age of the internet. Like, you have questions and you can get answers.
Yeah,
you
I
can
think-
get all the answers, whether they're right or wrong.
We have like some friends that have kids and things like that, but they're not really the same age, and like so we'll have like talks and things like that, but not really like a mommy daddy thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you guys have been literally, I feel like I get more messages about your episode than a lot of episodes. You've been one of our favorite guests. You're our first repeat customer, which we were very excited about. And you're now members of the Gaytriarchs family. So we want to have you guys back for a third time, maybe
wait.
in a year, when the girls are walking and talking and ruining
Yeah.
your lives and screaming at you and telling you you're the worst parents ever. I cannot wait for that part.
Yeah,
I do.
that'll come up in the next year.
Yeah, I do want to point out, you one of you, I think it might have been Gavin, did ask a question and laughed at me when I answered it. You asked if the girls were going to sleep in bed with us at any time.
And
Oh,
They are 9 months old, not once.
good for you. I mean, I think that's a good thing.
I've tried.
Uh-huh.
I've tried, but he's like, no, we gotta stay in them. And and we've been like on it with the sleep training, and they're great. Like they're
Good.
great sleepers. Like they
Don't mess with what is not broken.
We did the same thing, like not a single day in my bed. I know there's people listening out there being like heartbroken because
like
the babies
I can't
did, like,
believe you.
yeah, it like
No,
right.
those
Everyone,
heartless beings.
especially with sleep training, it's very polarizing. But like, I that's great. I think that's great.
Do you have proof that you actually have children? Because they did not make an appearance here on the podcast.
They are
Where
with
are
their
these-
grandmother right now. We were like,
we
look,
didn't. I didn't realize you guys wanted us to. Oh no.
Well, we want pictures for sure.
we can
Okay,
send, we can
yeah,
send
we'll send
pictures.
you tons of
Yeah, you
pictures.
can put
Okay.
you can put it up. For the
Oh
Instagram.
no. No, thank you guys so much. And David, thank you so much for like staying in contact with us on text as well. Like you're just whenever we have any questions and stuff, like I'm like you're the kind of the first person that comes to mind.
Oh,
You're our daddy
Besides the
now.
internet. But
So it's the internet and then me. So I'm just underneath Google.
Yeah.
Got it. I'll take it, honestly.
it's pretty good.
just underneath Bing. Like, so there's
Wow.
Bing.
Ew, no, that's an insult. What the heck?
Wow, Alta Vista. Wow, you really hit me hard from the side.
Yeah. Ask Jeeves.
Jeez, you're 100. I don't even know when. I'm so young. We love you guys. Thank you
Thank
guys
you
for
guys.
coming
We love
by
you guys
again.
too. Thank you so much.
All right.
So this week, my something great is, we've talked about before how children are mirrors, and usually I say like ugly mirrors. Well, they'll do something where you're just like, oh God, they learned that from me, and that's a terrible thing, and I'm embarrassed.
Yep.
Well, my 2-year-old did something really sweet, and it was a mirror moment, and I thought, oh, this is something great. And we read books, obviously, like a lot of people do right before bed, and she wanted to read like me. So she read in a way, like kind of in the way I sit in the chair and the way I turn pages and the way I look at her and I ask her questions after every page.
nice.
And so I watched my daughter Hannah read a book as if she was me. And it was one of those moments I was like, yes, children will listen.
And you hated yourself even more? After
no, I
that?
didn't hate myself. It was
Okay.
actually something great. If I hated it, it would have been in the top act 1 where I was ranting about something. But for this week, Hannah reading as me was my something great,
That's awesome. I'm sorry I shat on your something great.
as usual.
Mine, very simple this week because we had it. a snow day. And I am so grateful to be in a place where luckily they haven't said, you know what, we're not going to have snow days anymore. Instead, we're just going to go online and have online teaching, which is definitely what's happening in a lot of places. I'm grateful for snow days, and the adults and the Board of Ed people, well, they don't make any decisions about snow days, but the superintendents who are like, you know what, let's just go have a day to play. Love a snow day.
And that's our show. If you have any comments, suggestions, or general compliments for David, you can email us at GaytriarchsPodcast@gmail.com.
Or you can DM us on Instagram. We are at GaytriarchsPodcast on the internet. David is at David FM Vaughn everywhere. And Gavin is at Gavin Lodge somewhere in Brazil.
Please leave us a glowing 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts.
Thanks. And we'll make sure our hips don't lie next time on another episode of Gaytriarchs.